how should I put this? Probably put it to 45, okay? The destructive dating cycle of modern women, okay? Now, this is really where the damage gets done, okay? So this is what happens, okay? The average woman, because America is like a degenerate, shitty culture, right? The woman looks for man in bad locations, okay? These are clubs, bars, dating apps, okay? And the modern woman is so deluded in her own self-interest that she doesn't even fucking realize that clubs, bars, and dating apps are the number one place guys go to look for sex. Okay? These are sex-only men. How many of you guys have gone to a club and been like, I'm really ready to go to a club and meet the love of my life? I am ready to go to a bar and meet a girlfriend. Okay? Men, smart men, know that clubs, bars, and dating apps are for sluts, party girls, whores, chicks that we do not want to take seriously. Okay? Now, here's how the destructive dating cycle works for these chicks, okay? So the majority of these women, okay, they have no good personality, right? No female skills, which are nurturing, cooking, cleaning, helpful, right? Because the educational system told them if you do any of these things for a man, you're a slave, you're a lesser woman, and you don't want to be a lesser woman, right? Because all of us, the educational establishment, the collective, right? You don't want to fucking be against a collective, right? And women are hive minds. So they're like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do this, right? So when they have no cooking, cleaning, helpful, nurturing skills, none of this, right? No personality, no female skills, right? And no decency / modesty, right? That means men see them as only good for sex. Can this woman be the mother of my children? Can this woman be a good girlfriend? Could this woman be a good wife? Right? No. Men decide to bring a woman into their life because she adds more value than just sex. Okay? Sex is easy to get for a guy once he figures out the system. He can easily get sex. he can easily go out there and acquire some new pussy, because that's all the modern woman is leveraging. She is leveraging just her vagina. That's the only thing brings her to the table. But guess what? If you're leveraging your vagina and every other girl is leveraging your vagina, then guess what? You have no leverage. You are replaceable. You are not special. So, now, looking at this baseline here, I wonder, can I move this? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, look, because it'll be good because I can roll down to this. Okay. So this is how the cycle begins, right? Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. We have 224 people, 141 likes. Let's get that up to 200, please. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness and support. Okay? So this is how the cycle works, okay? Now, here's the deal. So we look up here, right? We've seen through education and indoctrination that they have basically reduced themselves to only sex. And the number one place based upon the degenerate culture that they look for are men who only want sex. So again, the delusion continues to put a spell on them. Now, here's the deal. Okay? This is how it starts. Okay? First, they go on a date. Okay? The majority of these women don't have don't have respect for themselves. Okay? So, what do? On the date, typically, they're having sex on the first or second date, right? Okay. Have sex quickly, right? Now, each sex partner lowers her value forever. Plus adds liability. Mental health and illnesses, STDs, it's just the data is clearly there that women cannot handle sexual partners. And the greatest indicator that I need to know is I'm repulsed by it. I'm disgusted by it. Okay? Men are innately disgusted by women who are promiscuous. We don't like it. It's a very, very hard time for us to accept it. A woman that's pure, who hasn't had sex with a bunch of people, body count under 5, under 10, is like it's rarer than Bitcoin. I swear to God, it is a gem. That's what the Bible says in Proverbs 31. She is a jewel in the crown of a man's head. You know what I mean? She is worth more than gold. She is worth more than rubies. I think it says in Proverbs 31. Someone put the quote in there for me in the chat, right? So, her dating strategy is sex first, then filter. Okay? And the filter is the man has to be a perfect man. Okay? They want a guy that gives them no problems, because that's what they were raised when they're raised by a single mom. The single mother divorced their father, and or the mother is running a household where the father is just not respected at all, and he's just a fucking workhorse, right? Also, society teaches them through the indoctrination in education that men are expendable and replaceable, okay? In addition to that, they teach them female entitlement. Every modern woman truly believes they are entitled to the perfect man. Not only that they're entitled to it, but they feel a sense of indignation if they don't get the man. Okay? They feel like, ugh, how dare this man not be perfect? Honestly speaking, right? I was talking to a friend today, and even he was saying that, like, my wife dated this guy before me, and, but she said he was crazy and was a bad guy. I'm like, bro, all these bitches say their exes were bad. All these girls say their exes was a bad person. But how many of you have actually gone and talked to a girl that you dated and then somebody else dated? They typically have a different side of the story, right? I ran into a dude that hooked up with a chick that I knew in fucking Tokyo, and we both talked about her, and he's like, that bitch is crazy. I was like, yeah, I know. Her story of him, not so flattering, right? And she's probably out there telling people how bad I am, right? Because the modern woman lacks accountability, right? They are taught to be a victim, which I covered in the earlier slide, right? No matter what, they are the victim. They're superior, yet they're the oppressed victim at the same time. Very funny, right? The reality is pretty simple.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, exactly. What is this guy? He's toxic. He's a narcissist. He's an abuser. He's a cheater. And sometimes guys are cheaters. Fair play to them on that one, right? But he's controlling. He's this. He's that. He's this. He's that. Never go down the long list of negative and bad shit they did as well in the relationship for it to end, because they also had a hand in the relationship ending, right? Never. Close to never. If you have met a woman that has taken accountability in the chat and said she had her part in the problems going bad with her ex, please put a 1 in the chat if that is you. Because, I mean, it truly is an outlier. It truly is an outlier because these chicks do not take a responsibility for their actions whatsoever. There's always a reason why they did something wrong. I was scared. I was this. I wasn't sure. I wasn't thinking. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. You wanted equality? Accountability comes with equality. And you ain't giving it, then guess what? We're not going to fucking respect you because you wanted equality, but at the same time, you're wanting preferential treatment. Okay? So, text first, then filter. Okay? So, they have... Ooh, that's ugly. Let's fix that. Okay. Next is... They have no relationship skills. Okay. Discard the male because they think, okay, now I'm going to discard the guy, right? And I'll just go find another perfect guy, right? And then what do? They go back to sourcing, and then they go to the date. Have sex quickly. Each partner lowers her value forever, adds liability, making her more undateable. Has sex first, right? Then she filters them, which she barely can filter them. No relationship skills. Doesn't take accountability. Discards male. goes back to sourcing, date, have sex quickly, okay? And this is what they get trapped in, okay? All right, this right here is literally 90% of modern women probably. %90 of these chicks are probably doing shit right here.